So a massive story just broke the internet. I nobody seen this coming, and I think we could have assumed that maybe this was the case, but we would have looked at this when the draft happened. But what if I told you Caleb Williams would be the Minnesota Vikings starting quarterback? What if? Well, it turns out, as a story that broke on ESPN earlier today, that was kind of what he was hoping for. So let's get into it. Before we do, shout out to our affiliate partners at Green Gridiron. If you want one of these mini helmets, the link for that is in the description. It will also be in the comment section here shortly. So if that's something you would like to do, hit that link, use the promo code to receive a discount on your purchase. If you don't want a Vikings helmet and you want a different NFL team helmet, they have those. If you want a college team's helmet, they also have those. And maybe if you want to customize your own helmet, you want something, a little pizzazz, they have that as well. So if that's something you would like, you need a gift for someone, you want to spice up your man cave or whatever the case may be, Green Gridiron is the place for you. Hit that link in the description or the comment section and use the promo code MINSYN, MINSYN, at checkout to receive that discount. And if they have a deal going on, yes, you can stack that promo code to receive a little bit more off of that final purchase. So let's get into this story. It was wild. I was just looking for stuff to talk about or seeing what was going on in the Minnesota Vikings world, and out of nowhere, there was a story surrounding Caleb Williams and the Minnesota Vikings, and it said this. So we learned yesterday that the Minnesota Vikings will take on the Chicago Bears at Soldier Field on Monday Night Football to begin their 2025 season. Today, as if by magic, there's now a storyline that involves the two division rivals and their quarterback situation. A story that hit ESPN today talks about Bears quarterback Caleb Williams and how he and his family were not thrilled about the idea of playing for Chicago, who held the number one overall pick in the 2024 NFL draft. Caleb Williams' father, Carl, even stated that Chicago was the place where quarterbacks go to die. I think we all remember that, right? Now, there was a team in the NFC North that the younger Williams really wanted to play for. You've probably already figured out which one it is. Here it is from the ESPN story. After an up and down final season at USC, Caleb Williams was unsure of what he wanted to do as he prepared for the 2024 NFL Draft. At the NFL Combine that year, he met with the Minnesota Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell. The two hit it off, and Caleb Williams began to dream of what it would be like to play for Minnesota. Here's what he told his father: "I need to go to the Vikings." His father replied, "Let's do it." But both Caleb and Carl knew that a trade to a division rival was extremely unlikely. Bears GM Ryan Poles stood firm, telling Williams, "We're drafting you no matter what. We have the number one pick. You're our guy. We need a quarterback. We haven't had one since, Sid Luckman or whatever the case may be. You're coming to the Bears. Sorry about it, pal." But he really wanted to play for the Minnesota Vikings. So unfortunately for the Williams family, it was not to be. The Bears took him with the top overall pick in the 2024 NFL Draft. Well, the Vikings did make a move up the draft board, but it was only a one-spot jump to secure the services of J.J. McCarthy, who the Minnesota Vikings will look to build the franchise around going forward. Still, it's pretty telling that Caleb Williams, who was regarded by some as a generational quarterback talent, wanted nothing to do with the Chicago Bears and everything to do with the Minnesota Vikings. And I'm sure there's no chance that it will come up that frequently between now and week one when these two teams step into a Monday night spotlight at Soldier Field. This is just wild, right? He said the fact that he told his father, "I need to go to the Vikings." Like that's music to your ears, but at the same time, hey, that's in the past. We can't dwell on it. We can't think, oh, what could be, right? Because what quarterback wouldn't want to throw to JJ or to Justin Jefferson? Who wouldn't want to throw to TJ Hawkinson, Jordan Addison, and the rest of this supporting cast and be coached by a quarterback guru, as some may say, in Kevin O'Connell? Caleb Williams wanted to go to Minnesota because of what was already here. Chicago had to build that for him. Chicago didn't even have an offensive line to protect Caleb Williams last year. I mean, he was running around the backfield like he was a chicken with his head cut off. I mean, plain and simple, that's what it was. He was sacked, I believe, the most times or something like that. It was just ridiculous what happened there. That probably wouldn't have happened with Minnesota. Yeah, our offensive line wasn't great, and he still would have been sacked a bunch of times, or at least a couple times. But it would have been nowhere near what it was like in Chicago, and we, in my opinion, had the better receiving core. Some may argue, but it is cool. But what if Caleb Williams was our quarterback right now? I don't think we go 14-3 last season. I just don't see that happening. But it would be kind of cool to see how the course of history would kind of change for the Minnesota Vikings going forward, what the future would look like. But Caleb Williams wanted to be a Minnesota Viking. Now he's our division rival, our division opponent, Chicago Bears quarterback. And I can't wait to take him down week 1 and whatever other week that was that we take him on. So you guys, let me know your thoughts about Caleb Williams potentially wanting to be a Viking before he was drafted. I know it means nothing, but I want to hear your guys' thoughts in that comment section down below. Drop a like and subscribe to the channel. It'd be much, much appreciated. Have a great rest of your night, folks, and Skol Vikes.